One of my thrivers manifested her dream home for her and her children using the internal regulation and the inner healing work that I teach. And I want to spill the tea on what she did and didn't do. Keeping in mind that this happened at an incredibly stressful time in her life, so it wasn't because all the external things were perfect and everything was lined up. She was actually in the midst of a really messy divorce. She was stressed about finances and where she was going to live with her kids. There were a lot of factors going on that could have held her down and caused her to end up stuck in a place she didn't want to be in, and that's why this work is magic. Things that she did do was that she stayed aligned and on track, focusing on being positive every single day, even if things weren't showing up in the physical reality yet. She also continued to hold her standard of what she wanted for herself and her kids. So she didn't drop her goals or her standard of like, I want this, I want to have this kind of space, I want to make sure the kids have the things that they need. She didn't diminish any of her desires because of the current reality. She continued to hold them and anchor those in as truth of like, this is my baseline standard, and that is one of the huge keys that allowed her to call it in so fast. Ooh, and she also continued to trust her intuition and follow the nudges as it guided her, which is exactly what led her to this incredible beach home that her and her kids got to live in for the whole summer. Things that she didn't do: she didn't spend hours a day on positive affirmations. She didn't spend hours in meditation or reading self-help books. She didn't spend hours focusing on how it was going to happen or stressing about the unknown. She also didn't get caught up in all the things that were going on around her that could have caused her to feel stress or fear or anxiety or to doubt herself and her desires. Moral of the story is that when you do the inner work to clear out the old beliefs and any of the negative programming that's telling you you can't do this, you don't deserve it, it has to be difficult, it's not possible, it's not in my budget, whatever the story is, when you do the work to remove that and you program in the new beliefs and you continue to hold that new frequency of alignment to your desire, don't align to the fear, don't align to the doubt, align to your desire and do whatever you need to do to stay on track with that. It will come into your reality incredibly fast and like magic. You have the choice every single day to determine what you are going to focus on. So if you're going to focus on your limitations and the struggles, you're going to stay stuck in them. If you decide to focus on the positives, on the desires, on taking the action steps even when it's hard, on being an open channel to trust your intuition and trust that higher guidance coming in, you will see that life begins to flow and work for you in really magical ways.